Hi there, my name is Guillermo Vidal, and I have a question for you. Are you tired of being told you are too old to do the things you want to do with your life? Well, I sure am. As someone who's been around the block a few times, I rail against our youth worship and culture for endlessly promoting that we are less valuable or capable as we age. To me, this is absolute bullshit, for there is more to life than physical strength and beauty. Unfortunately, our society doesn't think so, and they've been placing us since we were 45 on this downward spiral to diminish our value. You don't believe me? You think 45 is way too young to be considered old? Then explain this. Why is it that on your 50th birthday, every person in the USA gets an AARP registration form? In case you don't know, AARP is the acronym used by the American Association of Retired People. Now, I laughed along with all my friends around my age when we got our registration form. But we also wondered, what happened that one day we went from being a rising young star in our career to being someone ready to join the throngs of retired people? Well, all I can tell you is this didn't happen overnight. The fact is, society has been seeing you past your prime for several years. You just weren't aware of it until AARP's invitation came in the mail. But this societal attitude about age has been around a long time, and I call it the aging swindle, a phenomenon that is hardly noticeable at first, but it gains force with every decade of your life, so that by the time you enter your late 80s, you're considered nothing more than a throwaway who's sucking up society's needed resources. Now remember what I said earlier. This is nothing but made up bullshit. Age has nothing to do with your value. A younger person is not more valuable than an older one, nor vice versa. Every one of us was created by a higher power to have purpose, meaning, and value until our last exhale, period. Now what this means to me is that we're all valuable, that all of our years add up to make a whole and important life. So I'm here to push back on this cultural notion that the older you get, the lesser your right to live a fulfilling life. And this is why I've started this effort, which I'm calling Aging Fearlessly. So hey, welcome to my very first video entry on this Aging Fearlessly platform. And it will not be my last, for I intend to keep rattling your cage with weekly information, inspirational stories, and ideas about how you can live your best life ever. So what does it mean to age fearlessly? Aging fearlessly is choosing to believe that you don't have to live the life others want you to live, that you don't have to take on the role others assign to you. Armed with this belief, you begin to identify and use everything the universe has given you to create the life you truly want every day until death sends you to your next transition. This is a very personal choice, for it will call on you to follow your inner guide, to feel, say, and do whatever moves you, regardless of what others think about it. Now, this choice will also call on you to change the way you see the world, because only then can you begin to transform your reality. But be forewarned, many will argue and try to discourage you as you make your way on this important journey. Now, you're probably thinking, this is all well and good, but how do you go about changing the way you look at things? And who the heck is this inner guide anyway? Well, that is what I'm hoping to teach you in the days to come with the bits of information that I will regularly share. I'm sure that they will inspire you to live your best life now. And I will also encourage you to share those with me and others so that your experiences in this area can also inspire others. And I think this is important for the more voices joined together to help other people get the best out of their lives, the greater our chances to change the world for the better. Now you're probably wondering, what makes me an authority in this area? Where did I get this knowledge that I want to share? Well, this is an area that I've been studying and examining for decades, so I have a lot of intellectual information I can share. But more importantly, I am a septuagenarian, and my pedigree has been forged by the experiences and knowledge I have gained in these past 70 plus years. I assure you, what I'm challenging you to do with your life, I'm doing with mine. Now, before we travel any further together, I would greatly appreciate if you could press the subscribe button on the screen. Now, I'm not looking for anything other than I want to know that my effort is helping people. Your subscription will show me that. And this knowledge will give me the energy and inspiration to keep going. Okay then, let's get to work, for the world needs you to wake up and become the person you were created to be.